Alright, let's start this right. I hope I'm ready for this. JP the Third, everyone. And we're here with Shining Song Starnova, the recently released demo for the next great Love and Space game. Hold on. Fun fact. When I got this beer for 4th of July, I only drank one. And I said to the cashier, as I was checking out, I don't know when I'm going to drink another one. Turns out it was for this. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you very much for your support of the Fault Silence the Pettit playthrough. I saw this release and I figured let's give this a shot. I don't even know what to say. How do you go from space battles and admittedly more character designs to this? Something is just not computing in my brain. But we're gonna go through it the best we can, and I'm gonna try and just stick to one. But if it's a Saccharin and it's Moe, as I think it's gonna be, I may knock out the entire pack tonight. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try and knock this out in one shot. And if you like the video, please go ahead and like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not subscribe for all the great VMs Now content? And with that all said, let us begin. God, even the menu music is just annoyingly upbeat. To access the menu, hover the mouse over the blah 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 blah. Very nice. A vast sea of neon glow sticks continue on to infinity. Infinity is non-stopping. They clearly stop on what I'm assuming is the stage. Attendees filled the performance hall. Legions of otaku, dressed in bright pink robes adorned with chainmails of pin buttons of their chosen idols, stood at the front row, anticipating the coming moment of rapture. Okay. Idol, I guess. The word originally referred to sculptures made of precious metals or wood worshipped by early humans as pious icons. But in more recent times, a new religion has usurped the old gods. A religion which erected its chapels of decadence in the holy land of Akihabara, and levied tithes eagerly paid by men desperate to believe that a better place existed than their sad lots. Hold on. This may not be strong enough. The stage lights turned on. Enormous speakers boomed the new gospel as young girls clad in black and navy skirts and tops ran onto the stage. Are you ready? We proudly present the icon of Japanese entertainment. These idiots who have nothing to do with actual icons of Japanese entertainment. Well, I guess. I don't know. I'm really out of the loop. Blacker than the night. The mega unit at the center of the galaxy. All the stars revolve around us. I need some self-control here. We are Quasar. The crowd roared in a raw frenzy as their goddesses descended from the heavens. Grown men wept in shame, knowing that they had come down. They, without taint, had come down to cleanse their sinful, dirty, unworthy mass of humanity with their radiance. Oh, alcohol, I drink to your health. Cleanse us! I'm not drinking fast enough! The men raised their glow sticks on high, prepared to close their eyes eternal and rise skyward to salvation. The era in which men prostrated themselves not before calves of gold, but below the heels of girls singing shining songs had begun. Ugh. Okay, I don't think this... Okay, good, this is going to be the entire demo. Oh my god, that would have been... Ugh. I can only take so much before I run into the arms of a Genro or Cowboy Bebop or something where I can watch somebody just get torn apart by a 50 cal gunfire. The woman shook her head as Quasar's New Year's Live played on the television set above her. She downed a shot of cold sake. Lady, I'm with you. Woman, a term alien to these kind of stories. In most cases, one was a girl, or at least had the word young prefixed to the word woman. Woman was a poor word for marketability, evoking the sort of plain Jane, peach-colored underwear one would find on the discount rack at the supermarket. Maybe one time you accidentally walked into your mom changing a glimpse set underwear. What a lovely image! Thanks! In other words, completely unexciting. Girl, on the other hand, turned men's eyeballs with the proper intonation. That single word could fill a man's gut with both excitement and unease, restlessness and desire. How skittish men turned upon that singular word and all of its suggestfulness. Okay, this demo playthrough may not last very long. We're not even actually seeing anything, it's just the descriptions that are just... Oh lord. I don't even have... I hope I can censor this fast enough. Everywhere, the mythos of girls saturated the lives of men. She looked down she looked down from billboards on top of buildings, spoke to them through speakers, teased them through letters in a magazine. Heh. Used to be a member of Quasar myself, before they sacked me. Shit-eaters, calling me old, but they don't know a thing about me. Goddamn hypocrites, pretending to be all pure and innocent, but I know what they're really like, and it ain't anything like what you see on TV. That is my old drunk voice. I don't know how long I'll be using it. She went on drunkenly, mostly to herself. I can still do it. Oh my gosh, she actually has something of a voice. Just watch me, old man. I'm gonna do it. Maria? We're going with it. Pounded the bar, her head swaying. I'm gonna be You're being loud, woman. You've had enough. Now get back home. Yeah, that's not exactly appropriate winter wear, but okay. The sliding door slammed shut behind Maria as the barman tossed her out into the winter street. She bent down and lit a cigarette. I like this chick myself. Shit-eaters, all of them. She slumped back home, cigarette dangling from her mouth. So what if I'm 25? Still plenty of years left. Technically, yes. I mean, 25 is not the end of the world. I mean, depending on how much you drink and smoke, you easily have another 30 years. Or maybe 40. Not fresh anymore. We want a fresh face? Fucking kids. Flooding the market. Yeah, lady, you are singing my tune. Suddenly, bad memories hit her all at once. Standing in a line with girls half her age, begging for another chance. She could see the looks on the other girls. They were laughing at her. The executives were probably laughing at her too. Everyone must have thought she had gone mad. Her stomach turned with humiliation and rage. This is just another reason to hate idol culture and moe culture, all at the same time. Shit-eaters! She kicked the telephone pole. What she said. Fine, go ahead and debut ahead of me. Ha! Shit-faced kids who have no clue what's ahead of them. Sorry, kid, but your dream of becoming Japan's top idol ain't gonna pass. Just wait till you're sucking off your producer every night and chain smoking just to stay afloat. Ha! Where are your dreams gonna be then, kid? Maria continued her rant against this imaginary girl as she sauntered home. However, a bizarre sight interrupted her one-woman rage against reality. She saw a small figure step above the railing of a nearby bridge. Somebody's gonna kill themselves. Hey, it's that? Hey! It's that chick. I'm sure she's important. The chilling winter breeze ruffled the girl's hair as she gazed down at the riverbank. She had no idea what she was doing or how she had gotten there. Sasami. Okay. I wonder if I should just jump. What a strange thought. I wonder why I'm thinking this. Well, maybe it's because you're suicidal and you should probably seek help. I'm just saying. Or booze. I mean, I don't know. And yet, I'm here, standing on the railing. I wonder if this means I should just give up after all. The girl's thoughts were interrupted by Maria's voice. Hey, what are you doing? Now that Maria was close, she could see that the girl looked like a high schooler. Just why was this kid going to throw away her life? Hey, you're still young. There's no need to throw your life away this soon. Oh my god, it's gonna be ridiculous. The girl spun around and faced Maria. Well, shit, she's got a cute face too. And she's just gonna give up? Get down here now. No, the girl's eyes widened as she shook her hands in panic. There's no need. Maria leaped forward just as the girl lost her balance on the icy railing and fell backwards. Back then, I might have been a girl who believed in fate. But after a certain point, I decided that life doesn't follow such a fairy tale format. Life doesn't have a moral at the end of the story, and both good and bad things happen for no reason. In the end, we just imagine connections between a series of random, unconnected events to give our lives meaning. That's deep of you, kid. So I won't say it's fate. It was merely a chance encounter which began the story of the 7 broken idols of Starnova. Excuse me. Still not enough. A story of laughs, a story of tears. A secret story of how 7 flawed girls were led by a certain producer driven only by his desire to create the greatest idol group of all time. Yeah, this is the tale of that producer. This is your story. The story of... Okay, I kind of like that it's a little bit darker and not just shiny, moey nonsense. But it is still kind of shiny, moey nonsense. Chapter 1, This is Only a Star's Rebirth. Okay. This is almost copy and paste the bedroom of Kaito from Sunrider Academy. Almost. It has the same feel. I do not know about this kind of hard 3D artwork. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Wait. Let's examine this room for a minute. We have the guitar there. What looks to be a PlayStation 4 at the bottom with a 1990s audio system attached to a flat screen TV. And to top it all off, we have the Fault Milestone girls dressed up as idols. I knew what I stepped into. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I woke up to the frigid winter morning. Given my current finances, I couldn't afford to turn on the heating and had to sleep wrapped in thick blankets instead. As soon as I tore myself from the sanctuary of my warm futon, I was assaulted from every direction by Old Man Winter. I entered the bathroom, trying my best not too faint from both the cold and sleepiness. An unkempt face with weary eyes stared back as I stood before the mirror. I had been employed for the past 2 months after being fired from my last job. Thanks to my paltry savings, the past few weeks had been a losing war against eviction and starvation. However, my luck finally turned around. By chance, I encountered my old professor from management school, who happened to own a talent agency. Starting today, I was going to be a producer at Shining Productions, where I could once again manage a group of idols. That was my dream, to become the producer of Japan's greatest idol group. That was why last year I started working as a manager at Golden Calf Productions, Japan's premier talent agency. Subtlety! This game doesn't have it. Golden Calf manufactured girls into stars. Today, the idols of Golden Calf regularly appeared on national television and consistently filled every concert with attendees. Not only that, but Golden Calf has substantial ties to media corporations, as well as the Japanese government. You could call it Japan's #1 idol corporation. I'm sorry, I just don't see that in the brochures. I mean, again, maybe I'm just way out of touch. I mean, this is the country that's about to feature a 1x1 statue of the Unicorn Gundam as a tourist attraction. But I don't see them promoting, yeah, we got idol groups. I'm sorry for popping the mic. I thought I was finally a step closer to realizing my dream when I was hired by Golden Calf last year. However, that dream was abruptly cut short when I was fired due to a certain incident. You slept with one of them, didn't you? Ever since then, my life had been a nightmare. Oh my god, please tell me you didn't. I shook my head and cleaned myself up with a razor. But now that nightmare was going to end. I was going to grasp the second chance to become an idol producer once more. Gathering my energy, I shook myself awake and left my apartment. This game could redeem itself a lot if he was a producer, kind of like Ari Gold was an agent in Entourage. Okay, let's see what we got on this street. Still don't know about the 3D artwork, but Asaga soft drinks, Sunrider reference, and that's Coca-Cola. That I don't think that's a shout out. I think that's just a random thing. After a bit of a walk, I arrived at the Shining production office. I couldn't help but be somewhat taken aback by the crumbling tenement. Frankly, the apartment was largely a dump, with cracking concrete walls and faded windows, half of which were covered up with plywood. For a while, I was left wondering if I was even at the right location. However, upon closer inspection, a row of faded and peeling stickers spelled out Shining Productions on the second floor window. This might turn out to be glorious. My rambling before may have been all for naught. I swallowed my apprehension and went upstairs, only to be greeted with a cramped office. Hello? I don't have a name, do I? I looked around for anyone else. A tiny girl who looked about 14 years old poked her head out from behind a rolling white board. Oh, Jesus. Of course. What do you want? Is this Shining Productions? I'm the new producer. I see no need of translating to Japanese when the wording already translates to Japanese. I'll go back and forth on it. We'll see how well it goes. The girl suddenly scrambled to attention. Oh, lordy no. I'm Aki-chan, the eternally 12-year-old idol. Kid, I will strangle you myself. Oni-chan, take good care of Aki-chan from now on, okay? Or else Aki-chan will get upset. What the hell was this sudden 180 personality shift? Go back to what you were before. Ugh, I see. I opened up the portfolio Professor Okada gave me yesterday. Sure enough, I found Kashiwagi Aki. I just got it. I hate you so much, Love in Space. Kashiwagi Aki listed as one of the talent candidates for Shining Productions. Kashiwagi Aki, 18 years old. Of course! Was a child model, then became an idol at the tender age of 12. I see. Child idols appeal to a certain, very limited subset of the fan base. Excuse me. We need drinking rules. The only way we're going to get through this playthrough is with drinking rules, so... If you're watching this while I'm doing the playthrough, talk to me in the comments about what kind of drinking rules you want. At the moment, the only thing I could come up with is on every intentionally pervy scene, you gotta have a drink. We're gonna work on that list. Depending on how long the demo is, it could be a very long drinking game. But no matter what, they had an expiration date, after which their fans suddenly lose interest and turn to the next fresh little thing. Drink. I will say this, is refreshingly honest about the fan base for this sort of thing. Sure, they could try and keep up the elementary school act for as long as they want, but all girls grow up eventually. Hey, don't look at me like I'm some kind of creeper. I'm just laying things out how they are. I bowed a bit to Aki. I'm looking forward to working with you, oh, this is gonna kill me. Kashiwagi-san. Just call me Aki-chan, Oni-chan. Yeah. Well, let's see how long she can keep up with the whole "I'm just a stupid kid" tee-hee act. The most important thing was not to get caught up in the act yourself. True. Never forget that these girls are thinking only of themselves. The entertainment industry was a dog-eat-dog world. At the end of the day, what mattered was getting ahead in the rat race. The whole "I'm just a weak little girl you need to protect" that was just for their own benefit. Hey everyone, the new producer's here. The girl went into what looked like a break room where the others were gathered. A hodgepodge of girls emerged. Hey, what's your face? Welcome back. Before I could see her, one of the girls retreated back into the room. What was her issue? Was she pulling the "oh, I'm just a pure virgin who's scared of men" card? And the best girl returns. Before I could investigate, the oldest looking woman of the group began talking. Was she supposed to be the alpha of this pack? So you're a new producer, eh? I am not keeping up with my rules. Shit, she stunk of tobacco and booze. She swaggered side to side, as if she was drunk. In fact, given her stench, I wouldn't be surprised at all if she actually was drunk. I don't care if you're some kind of big shot who used to work for Golden Calf. Listen here, little man. I ain't letting you have your way with these girls. I know the way you men think. We're all just walking cash cows to you. To exploit. And to use so that you can swim in your pool of cash. I'm on to you, little man. Don't think your words are gonna sway us. I did that a little too well. And here you have the textbook example of a burned out idol entering the latter half of her 20s. Basically, this is where the end of the line was. Even the best idols eventually lose their youth. And that's when the fans start turning away. Your body suddenly can't pull off those dance moves you used to do so well as a teenager. Parts start getting wrinkly and saggy. And so, at their wit's end, they crash down the slope of recreation, drugs, and booze. Maria, you're drunk again. Haven't we told you not to come to work like this? Shut up! You were there drinking with me too last night. Does this just mean that my body can't handle as much anymore? I still do that a little too well. The blonde girl pushed Maria back into the break room and then returned. Watanabe Jule. My mom's Japanese, while my dad is American, in case you were wondering about the hair. I'm counting on you, producer. A hafu. We're going hafu. A hafu. Idol the mixed ancestry tend to excite fans the same way as exotic. Oh my gosh! I've only had. Okay, let's get this straight. A hafu. Idols of mixed ancestry tend to excite fans the same way as exotic animals do at zoos. Blondie emanated a powerful aura about her, as if she expected to be treated like royalty, just as expected from an idol, huh? After all, American girls have reputations of being more wild, so just let the imagination of the fan base run, they can already conjure up all sorts of unimaginable scenarios in their heads about this and that. Yeah. We're gonna need better drinking rules. Sometimes guys get tired of jerking off to the same old Japanese face and want something more unique. Something that they need to tame first. This is sadly, I'm willing to bet this is 100% true. Somebody confirm, like, that this is just the seedy underbelly of the culture surrounding, like, the end joke of all of it is what the Sunrider franchise based itself off of, and what Fault is basing itself off of. Hey, like I said, I'm just laying it all out as it is. I'm just doing my job here. I'm not here to make friends out of my co-workers. I'm here to make them commercially successful. Excuse me. Oh, nice to meet you, Pikun. Tanabe Natsuke, but everybody call me Natan. Country girl from Kansai turned Tokyo Idol. How you do? Country girl from Kansai was right. She seemed more at place at the front of a pickup truck on a dirt farm road than dancing on a stage. Her skin was tan brown, as if she had spent her entire childhood picking rice in the fields or something. What was a girl like this doing in Tokyo, trying to become an idol? I guess nowadays, girls with defects were considered moe too, but turning a country bumpkin into an idol? You cannot see me, but I'm flipping off the screen right now. From what? It's gotta stand up for my fellow country bumpkins. No matter how you spun this was going to be a hard sell. I turned my attention to the two other girls. Oh, you look familiar. Are you looking at me, Producer-kun? You can call me Nemu. My hobbies are knitting, cooking, and cleaning. People say I'm a little dense, but let's do our best, okay? What a stereotypical opening. In fact, she was pretty much the conventional image of an idol. Just a little airheaded, domestic, submissive, and just look at those melons dangling from her chest. Although I wonder just how much of that was real and what was fake, and I wasn't just talking about her personality. Producer-kun, you should know that Numu's the real deal. Eh? You need to be more careful, Oni-chan. Nemu can actually read people's minds with that heart-shaped antenna on her head. Okay. While that seems pretty far-fetched, it seems like Nemu was actually pretty clever. I guess despite her airheaded appearance, Nemu was sharp at reading people's thoughts. It was a necessary skill for a successful idol in any matter. That only seemed to confirm that Nemu was sharper than she lets on. Well, I don't mind if Producer-kun is interested in taking a gander, just to see how much of Nemu is fake. Nemu exposed more of her cleavage in an absent-minded manner, as if stripping down in the middle of the office was a regular occurrence. Despite being a healthy young man with an unavoidable interest in such matters, I had to remain above the games that these girls play. We'll be doing the physical examination later. That left one girl, aside from the one who hid from me. Oh, you're gonna be my favorite, aren't you? Well, second favorite. I already kind of have a favorite, I think. Shit, I already have that insanely bad feeling about her. The servant of the dark song beckons you, my new master. Oh, you are in the wrong place, kid. The trials of this one have been grave, filled with many hopeless battles, and in the end, I fear I had sustained a mortal wound. But I see that my brave Black Knight has arrived at the appointed hour to save this lowly one from her fate. Make haste, O Dark One, and taint this one with your black so that I may rise yet again, not as a pitiful mortal, but as an undead. So, Genderbreak Gundam, nice to meet you. And for those of you who follow my friend and cohort, Trine Morning, and his Danganronpa playthroughs, you know who I'm talking about. This here is someone referred to as a Chunibayo. Bio? We're going with Bio. Thanks to a certain late-night anime, acting like a full middle schooler has been all the rage with the Akiba folk lately. From light novels to eroge to anime, characters of this flock were propagating everywhere. It was only a matter of time until they seeped into the idol world as well. Sure, let's go with that. Oh, Dark One, why do you pause so? Is it that you desire to see this maiden suffer? Not feeling like playing along, I just looked at her information from my portfolio. 20 years of age, high school diploma, but everything else in her resume after that was a giant blank. No prior work experience in the idol industry. Hashimoto Mika-san, I presume. I'm looking forward to working with you. Ah, the Dark One has acknowledged this one! Shut up, Chuni-chan. No one can even understand what you're saying. That seemed to put a stop to Mika's act. She pouted and looked away from Aki. So the two of them didn't get along. I'll have to be careful. Well, yeah, you have one acting like a completely sunny elementary school kid, and one acting like a completely crazy middle school kid. Of course they don't get along. That should be a given. Well, that's everyone for now. Hey, where's Sasa-chan? Aki peered into the break room and pulled her out. This girl. She was the one from that incident. The one that got me fired from the Golden Calf. Wait, oh, you better not have. Dude, I swear. No wonder she hit herself the instant she saw me. What was she doing here? Come to think of it, she most likely got fired after what happened too. Did she sign on with Shining Productions after that? The coincidence was too convenient. Most likely, the professor purposely hired the both of us to work together, precisely knowing the details of that incident. I'm jumping to conclusions, and I shouldn't do that. I will put my opinions aside and stop popping the microphone, and just move on. That would explain why a fired producer like me was suddenly hired out of the blue for this agency. So the professor played a fast one on me, huh? I rubbed the back of my head in frustration. Something wrong? No. For now, I didn't want to share the particulars of my exit from Golden Calf with the other girls. Shimazaki Here we go. Shimazaki Sashimi-san. I look forward to working with you. I said sashimi, it's sasami. I grew up on Tachimoyo, I should know this. Yes, look forward to working with you too, Mr. Producer. With that said, Sasami retreated behind the other girls. Sasa-chan, you're always too shy. You never become an idol with that kind of attitude. Sorry. With that, the self-introductions are over. As if on cue, Professor Okada walked through the door. Good morning. Morning, Professor. Wait, which one is... You know what? Never mind. Good morning, everyone. My apologies for my tardy arrival. It appears you girls have already met your new producer. Professor Okada introduced me as once more to the girls. Nishiyama-kun is a former student of mine. While he's still young, he's a diligent worker who will do everything in his power to turn everyone into a successful idol. Into successful idols. Please work hard together. I'm counting on each and every one of you. As I said, starting from today, I'll be Shining Productions' new producer. Even though we're starting from scratch, I want to accomplish big things together. Yeah, big things, huh? I understand all of you applied to become talents at our agency. Before we formalize your work contracts, there are certain criteria to be met. First, we'll begin with physical examinations, followed by individual interviews. We are still a small agency, so in the end, you are our only applicants. Please do your best to relax and convey your natural personality. Oni-chan sure is a pervert. Wanted to see Aki-chan the way she was born on the first day on the job. Idiot, we'll be wearing swimsuits, obviously. While you're preparing for the examination, please also take your measurements. Of course, they will be kept confidential, so feel at ease. We will use your measurements to prepare your stage uniform, so do your best to get accurate results. Now, does this place have a changing room? I looked around and found nothing of avail. Time for the producer to vacate! With a grin, Natan carted me out of the office into the cold hallway. I guess that meant no. Alright. I can only assume this gets better from here? We'll find out in part 2, I suppose.